for climate justice, highlighting the deepening climate crisis on the continent and the immediate need for action for the global or from the global community. They made the call at the ongoing 29th UN Climate Change Conference, that's Cop-29, holding in Baku, Azerbaijan. Trust TV's Chiamaka in Nendu brings us more.
As the second week of the United Nations Cop-29 progresses, calls have intensified that Africa's suffering from climate change is not a matter of charity, but a fundamental issue of justice.
We are facing a lot of problems, which I think is very visible to all. We have had issues of flood in Nigeria, for example, which was very devastating, and erosion, which is also another area that we are very much afflicted with. And we are also facing a very big issue in the area of forest.
The minister's statement was not just a plea. It was a clarion call for global climate finance reforms, where he urged world leaders to honor their past pledges of financial support.
We must turn this COP into something that is going to benefit all of us. The finance, because this is the first COP that essentially talking about finance. So let's see that the finance thing is done.
Other African representatives echoed the Nigerian minister's call for action, while also pointing to the challenges that prevent African nations from accessing the resources needed to address the climate crisis.
The floods, the droughts affect the lives of our people. Our people are paying for this climate crisis already with their lives and their livelihoods.
Our position as African countries is to say that the 100 billion modes of implementation has not given us the result that we desire. We have to change ways of doing this. That's what we call the business as usual is not working. So we need to change to business usual. That will give us the result that we desire towards the Paris Agreement 1.5 temperature reduction targets.
What we need to do now is to concentrate on how are we going to achieve those goals, recognizing the African potential, that humanity also has its motherland in Africa.
This message from African leaders at COP29 is clear. Climate change is not just an environmental issue. It is a matter of survival and justice. From Nigeria to Sierra Leone, Gambia to Angola, these leaders are calling for urgent, equitable and actionable climate finance to address the continent's growing crisis. As the summit continues, the world will be watching to see if these calls for justice will finally be answered. Chiamaka Enendu, Trust Television News.